Hello again, Sticky Monster Lab fans. So we have another figure, a special figure actually. So if you're unaware, you can look up Sticky Monster Lab, and they have their own channel with a bunch of videos. And they did this 3-minute video called The Father. It's basically about a kid and dad, and the kid doesn't really care, right? It's a sad ending actually. But anyways, so we have this father in three-dimensional form. This is a chase figure. So this is a walking series, their first series, I guess, volume 1. Maybe it's not their first series, I don't think. I think they had something before. Maybe I don't know. I don't know enough about this franchise to know for sure, and they don't date their boxes. So these are the other ones in the series you can get, but here we have the secret one. So I paid a lot of money for this. Don't think I didn't get ripped off. Did I get ripped off? I don't know. I think I mean, I don't. It depends on how rare this is. Is this 1 in 20 cases, or 1 in 30 cases, or 1 in 50? I don't know how rare these models are. All I know is they look pretty cool. They're very simplistic, yet I still like them. So I don't know what the heck these things are. I do know what this is. This is literally a sticker. I just don't know what I'm going to do with these stickers yet. So, the manufacturer is called A Good Company. And that is a thin chip. And then there's 2 thick chips with the standard Sticky Monster Lab face. I don't know why one chip is shorter than the others. I don't even understand what these chips are for. So that's interesting. Strange. Okay, so then this thing is in its own little foil bag. There are some peep holes, I guess, to keep it from exploding or something. And then the thing is bagged separately because they don't want the stand to scratch up the figure, which makes sense. Alright. So there's a little plastic around his head because he's got eyeglasses. As you can see, if you're curious, how tall are these things, I might ask? Well, let's put it on the stand. The stand here and the corresponding feet have different size hexagons, so it's pretty idiot proof. Although frankly, I don't see why they couldn't just have the same size pegs, because whether or not you put the figure this way or that way, what's the difference, right? I think it'd balance either way, but for some reason it doesn't want to really go in. So hold on, I don't want to mess this up. This is a rare figure. I think it's a rare figure. It's like the holes aren't really lined up. No, those holes are not lined up at all. See, that hole's too far forward, or this hole's too far back. So I'm gonna just go with the big hole here because it seems like it would have the most traction. So that's weird. That's not even, so it's not even designed well. I guess that's the way. At least it'll hide the peg, because I want to see the guy from this side because he's carrying the briefcase. It's not as entertaining from this side. All right, so now that that's done with, now let's see. On the stand, it's around 7.5 centimeters from what I can gather, and sorry. Yeah, about 7.5 centimeters, or about 3 inches tall, if that should interest you. Alright, now let's get into this guy. So, as usual, they have very good paint separation here. This one I think is masked off. It's not a separate headpiece. It's literally 2 halves. You can see the seam line here, and then they must have masked it off before painting it or something like that. They have a nice tie and collar area. The face is just flat, it's not molded, it's just printed on. But But the glasses, yeah, you can see they're floating there, and you can actually see his eyes back there. And then the head, the glasses do blend into the head, and then the hair is covering it up, so it's a separate piece, the hair. None of these pieces come off, it's all glued together, the arms don't move, so they have a nice transition here. So they have 4 fingers, or 3 normal fingers and 1 thumb. This suitcase, yeah, it's got a little silver detail there for the buckle, and then it looks like it's folding over, so that's pretty nice. On the bottom here, it says Sticky Monster Labs. No copyright date. It would be nice to know how old these are. Alright, in the back he's pretty plain. Unfortunately his fit's not the greatest. It may have paint problem, maybe it's put down wet, and so the paint stuck to a table or something like that. Alright, well nevertheless, it's a cool one. I like it. It's, reminds me of this video if you guys want to watch that stuff. Let me get this thing on the spin coaster here. We'll show off a couple other Sticky Monster Labs. Raise the camera a little bit. So I'm going to pull out some of my favorite ones. So this is from the running series. I think it's called the Blue Monster, Bluemon, and he's got a ghetto blaster. It's awesome. This cone is from a different figure. I just figure it makes sense to have a cone with him running. From the working series, we have this Birdmon, and he's working at like a gas station, a Shell gas station. Also from the working series is Yellowmon, and it looks like he's working at a McDonald's, or an old classic hamburger joint. And then the last one is from the sports series, and we got a pair of judo characters. Usually they're laying on this guy's back, but I used some poster mount putty because I like to have them standing up. Okay, so these are all in the same SML mini size, so they all belong in the same universe, and yeah, I like them. Honestly, I wish they're a little bit smaller, but I guess, for ease of painting and maybe durability of the legs, that's the reason why they're this size. Oh well. Let's get this guy spin on its own. Hold on a sec. Alright, well, it's a cool chase figure, and if anyone can tell me what these things are for, if they were maybe colored, like they colored the text, it'd be nicer, but I don't even understand why they were in the box. It's a really strange thing. Okay, well, thanks for watching today, and I'll see you in the next SML Mini video.